Boom! Live and direct. We are back to the roots. Oh, oh, oh. I'm gonna take it back to the roots. Yo, I'm gonna take it back to the roots. I'm gonna take it back to the roots where life is so natural and true. I'm gonna take it back to the roots. Oh, I'm gonna take it back to the roots. I'm gonna take it back to the roots where life is so natural and true. Don't wanna stray, don't wanna lose my focus. I don't wanna make my life like a circus, no. Don't wanna miss the real things in life. Takes much more than material things for I to survive. What about the birds? What about the bees? What about the fishes? What about the seas? What about the sun, the rivers and the trees? I think like this. Oh, I'm gonna take it back to the roots. Oh, I'm gonna take it back to the roots. I'm gonna take it back to the roots where life is so natural and true. Yeah, man! Back to the roots. Roots. Anybody here? Where life is so natural and true. Maybe the best things in life are free. You have to hear the birds singing songs of melody. Race is not for me. This rat race is not for me. There ain't a nature working patiently. It's with the morning sun. Gaze up the stars when the evening come. There the hills for my meditation. There's the plantation. So I'm gonna take it back to the roots. Live and direct. I'm here. Where life is so natural and true. Ha! Where life is so natural and true. That's what we need. I'm coming in hot. It's hot in Quebec. It's hot right now. The last 2 days has been like a heat wave. So I'm coming in like a heat wave. I must be the cause of the climate change. I'm too hot. So I must cause the climate change or the... Yeah, so we got to put some... what's the subject of my... I'm going to start with? We got to put some vibes, style, and substance in your cup. Why do I say in your cup? Because you're a champion. I told you. You're a champion, so you have a cup. Every champion has a cup. So put some substance in your cup. And that substance is something you cultivate. Especially the substance, because the substance is the strength. It's everything you put inside that help you carry on. This is what we need. And this is done by working on yourself, putting substance inside, rising and rising each and every day to the occasion. To the occasion, giving thanks for life. I have an occasion to give thanks for life. I'm not going to do it. Come on. But this is what we, I think we, because of the worries of life or rhythm and the freaking Babylon stuff, the rat race, we forget a lot to give thanks for life. Because of the rat race, because we're stuck up in a system that is very, very oppressive. And we put oppression too on ourselves. So both acting on ourselves, we end up in a cage. And yeah, it's very hard sometimes to, just being present in a moment without worries of life or thoughts going through, or, that's why I said to Sam, yesterday I was out with Sam at the river, and we were in the river, and I said, you see, Sam, just being present here in the moment, because being present for me, 2 feet in the water, enjoying the sun, enjoying nature, enjoying the moment. For that, I have to be present. And for that, I cannot have all kinds of thoughts in my head. This is how we miss the presence, because we have too much stuff. Not that we're not there, we're there physically, but mentally sometimes we're not there. So it's very important to put some substance, and that will allow you to also, the substance will breed focus, will breed all kinds of stuff. You're going to change, you're going to transform. Not that you're going to transform physically, but you're going to be, who says that? You're going to be, it's a rebirth by the renewing of your mind. Once you renew your mind, like you erase by erase, I don't know if we can erase if we can format the program completely. I don't know if it's formatable. Probably we can format it to a point that, yeah, I think so. With enough work on yourself, you can come to a point where you really have a free mind. But to get to that state is not, it's an everyday work. It's something you do every day. That's why I'm focusing. I want to keep my focus the way I have it now. I don't want to lose my focus, so I don't want to stray again. I don't want to stray again in Babylon and give them my soul and all my power and all my... No, I'm done with that. I won't be afraid of the wicked and the things they say. I'm getting stronger every day. Yeah, for sure I'm getting stronger every day. But this is what we need. We need to become strong. Strong, not only physically. Maybe physically is good too, but mentally strong. Very, very strong, because there's lots of wicked people out there, lots of crocodiles and sharks. And so you got to be ready. You got to be strong. You got to have a strong mind and a strong sense of who you are, especially a strong sense of who you are, because that's going to carry you. That's going to carry you. Once you accept, once you stop the avoidance, you stop the avoidance process that we're in, avoiding ourselves, avoiding our dream, avoiding life, avoiding everything, avoiding confrontation, avoiding everything. And the confrontation with yourself, not with others. It's with you. The most confrontation you should have in life is with you, because you are your own worst enemy. Once you can face it, I'm facing it every day, every morning I'm facing it, and I'm conscious of that, but I'm working every day also to slay those dragons, so I really get attached to that vibe, like permanently. You want to be attached to that high vibe permanently. I'm getting there with enough work, with enough focus. If I don't stray, if I don't lose my focus and what I said I was going to do, because often we say we're going to do something and we don't do it. I said I was going to do this, I'm going to do it. And then that's a test for me to grow. That's a test for me to expand. And that's what I'm doing. But that's not it. That's not it. YouTube is not it. YouTube is a tool that I give myself to stay positive. I try to stay positive all the time. No negatives. That's very important. Keep the negative far away from you. Fill your cup with substance, style, and all the vibes you can get from life. That higher vibe from life that we all need to show up with vitality and strength, and every day, every minute, every second of the day, meet life with full presence and power. That's what it is for me. It's to get that strength so strong that wherever you go, you're like you're like a brand new wind of change that show up. People has to feel that. Your substance has to be there. But for that, you got to cultivate that stuff. Everything that we need to rise has to be cultivated inside of us, just like we cultivate the land. If we look at nature a bit more, that's why I say going back to your roots is very important. What about the birds, the fishes, the trees? Look at them. Look how they live, how they harmonize. Why is the sap rising in the tree? Just that. Like I said, the book of the Sacred Mission. Go look at this. Punch a Sacred Mission on Google and you're gonna see. But just the rising of the sap in the tree and all that. Just look at. I've never looked at it, the points and all this. I've never looked at it this way. But today I look at nature and I see a great relation, synergy, or I don't know if it's the right word, synergy between me and nature. Like I see what's going on in nature, the sap rising in the tree, giving strength to the tree, giving life to the tree. Same thing with you. If you don't work on yourself to arise that I don't know if there's a liquid in the spine, or some say it's that liquid in the spine that arises. That could be the same thing. And then suddenly, pooh, it bursts to your head and you become a super light being, or no, not that much, but you become present. You become present. I don't think we should consider ourselves like not here, like light beings and stuff. I'm in flesh. I'm in flesh here. I'm not a light being. I'm right here with you in flesh talking to you. So this is also the part, I think, I was reflecting on that yesterday. And I think considering us, everything that takes us out of our body, everything that takes us out of our body is taking us out of the now. This is what me, I want to be grounded. I want to be grounded. I'm here in my body, in flesh. I freaking exist. I know that. I talk to you, so, you know. So all this stuff to disempower us from our presence, we got to be aware of that. You got to be aware. And there's all kinds of crocodiles offering us all kinds of shit on the internet for us to fall for. So we got to be very, very conscious. Once we start seeing sensing the big picture, sensing it, we gotta protect our vibes, because now we, you know, not only I'm subject, I'm vulnerable to go back into the same state that I was before, but it's possible. So keeping my vibes, you know, keep protecting my vibes, very important. Put some vibes, and vibes, you know, it's all about the vibes. It's all about catching the vibes, not chasing the vibes or anything. Don't chase your dream. Catch it. It's here. It's there. It's just we look at it. I don't know. It might take a while, like before you find your passion, what you really love. Me, I love people. Me, it took me a while also probably to, like, if I'm here today at this time in my journey, it's because it's meant to happen. But I don't think I would have developed the strength to be here if I wouldn't have had all those experiences in my life that allowed me to grow. So it's very important also to go have experience in Babylon. Go experience Babylon. Go crawl through fucking shit. That's going to make you grow. And do it and enjoy it. Enjoy the fucking hard times. That's me. I always been like that. I always enjoy the hard times when I had to work hard or the challenge was enormous. Like I was alone with 3 machines in my shop and no helper, nothing, and I had to run the machine. I was doing it. Like I was challenging myself always to grow. And those experiences that you get in life, because look, you're not gonna get your dream manifested from one day to another. You're gonna have to fucking work like crazy, because you're gonna work in Babylon at the same time, work on your dream. So it's very, very, but all this working on your dream will give you energy to carry on all your stuff in Babylon. So it's to give you back your life. It's the, you know, working on something, working on your dream, working on a goal will give you back the energy to carry on also the nonsense in Babylon that we do every day, that we are conscious of it. So at least you'll take it in a very positive way. That's what I always told myself. I knew I was a slave. I'm not stupid. I knew I was under some kind of modern slavery. I was listening to Wailing Soul. Wailing Soul has a song, Modern Slavery. That's what it is. And not that I wasn't conscious of it, but we avoid to look at the situation that we're in. We avoid looking at our life. That's what I did all my life. That's my experience that I share here. And I'm sure I'm not alone. Because I'm always been a go-getter in life. Always been a big go-getter. I always dream. I always challenge myself, but not enough. Like we challenge ourselves, but just to always stay in the comfort zone in our jobs, I've never really challenged myself to stretch like I'm doing now. This is major stretching. This is an exponential growth. There's action you can take. Like at one point I was doing video here. I was like, I need something else. I need something more alive. So live and direct for me is something that really brings vitality back. That's my thing. That doesn't mean it's your thing or someone else's thing. And I'm not worried about anything because, like I said, this is not my thing, but this is the thing I'm doing. So if I'm doing it, if my heart leads me to do it, I should not stray from it and keep focused. Electric Cindy, we're coming in hot. It's hot in Quebec. Must be hot in Granby too. Southern Quebec. The heat wave is there. I'm going to be in the river pretty much all day today. Yeah, I'm gonna go chill there because it's too hot. I shut down my pool. Imagine it was cold at one point, so I shut down my pool. I said, I'm not gonna go in, but now it's gonna be the river. The river vibes is better anyway. I prefer that the natural feel of the water, the smell of the river water too. The whole thing is very. For me, it's an experience. Every time I go in nature, wherever I go, it's a. I'm amazed at everything I see, at everything especially at people when I get to talk, especially life. When I get to interact with life, whether it's life could be plant, could be to me, I see life in plants, I see life in people, but the most interaction that I get, that I get the surge of strength is with people. And especially when I talk to people that are very receptive and they're going to give you so much strength. The other day, the guy I met on the side of where I was gave me so much strength. Made my day like like something. He told me stuff that I was like, whoa. Sometimes you're very, I'm always going to remain humble because I don't take no glory for what I do. It's not about me. I give Judd the glory for, first of all, waking me up, bringing all these events in my life to wake me up at one point, because I could have but I was on the path. I was on the path of I would have at one point. I think it was just a matter of time before I conquer my fear. That was one of my major hold back in my life, because the strength I had, the focus was a bit there, because I was like, sometimes I'm trying to put back before my expansion of my awareness. I think it's more that. It's more I accepted who I was. I don't know what it is, but something happened. Something happened that I suddenly found. Yeah, accepted who I was. Probably that's probably that. And today you're getting the real thing. Yeah. And this is the thing also, when you have no image to protect, what you're gonna get is very real. And most people, that's what we do. We're so much into the ego protection and image protection, and sometimes it's hard to feel people, to figure out people. To say, I'm catching the vibe of that. That's why I want to stay real. I want to stay very, very humble and real and share. I'm an open book. My life is an open book. I tell you everything here almost. So, and it's important for me to just stay on that vibe, on that high vibe that I'm getting now, that I'm really starting to feel. Because at one point you don't just see things, or you really feel them on a deep level, and that's better than any dope, anything I've tried in my life. There's nothing that gave me a high like getting to know more and more every day who I really am. It's a real high. It's something that carry you, that you let go of all the distraction, you let go of all the nonsense naturally. And naturally, this whole process of starving the distraction happens naturally, because suddenly you're finding who you are. So you really get the essence of why you're here. The essence of why you're here. So if you get the essence of why you're here, you're not going to waste your time in front of a TV. Not anymore. This will be over naturally. And you will focus on your stuff also very naturally to a point that even you cannot stop you. This is where, that's why I'm saying it's important to put the pedal to the floor, not to be in a rat race, but to put the pedal to the floor with your thoughts, with your actions, with everything. So it comes to fruition. Just do your thing, do your part. Your part is taking action. Nothing else. Nothing more, nothing less. Take action every day. Focus on this. And yeah, summer's in September. Yeah, I didn't know summer was in September too. It's okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. All the good vibes, the heat. Like, I prefer being plus 40 than minus 40. If you ask me, I prefer plus 40. I think it's going to be like plus 47 today. It's like they say. I don't know. They like to scare people too. And everybody go crazy. And the weather is such a tool to manipulate people's mind and put them in fear and all this stuff. Like, We live in love and grace. We're divinely protected. Okay, there could be a hurricane and shit. You gotta say, hey, if we're divinely protected, why are we having so many droughts, hurricane, and stuff? But I think it's manipulated a bit by men. I don't know. It's an opinion I have. I have no proof. I have no, but I have kind of proof. If I look up in the sky, I see chemtrails and shit. So that tells me that they're doing something up there. You know, what are they doing? I cannot tell you, but they're doing something. They're doing something for sure to keep us in, I don't know, in a dormant state. It's very important to, but anyway, they know we're sleeping. They know we're sleeping. We don't ask questions. So, a man, and we're in fear. And we're in fear. And as long as they maintain the fear, what happened to someone in fear? They will never ask for too much, and they will let everything done to them. So you will not rise. You will not. So those fear has to go. Really, this is what I find that is afflicting humanity the most, is the fear factor. That's why they have freaking shows, Fear Factor. They put it in your face, the fear factor. Oh, it's so potent, the fear factor and everything, and even our everyday activities. Sometimes we're going to be in fear. Yesterday, there was people like they were afraid to put the foot in the water, like walking with their tripod in the water. It's like there's like that much water in the river. I go, my son go, everyone's in the water, but they're like tiptoeing in the water. Like we're so shy with everything, shy with people, shy with nature, shy with ourselves, shy with the whole world. We're shy and caged, and we have to break free from all this freaking bullshit. I prefer to call it for what it is, bullshit. It's a programming. It's we should. That's not our natural state. That's for sure. Being in fear and being it's not our natural state, that's for sure. So once you start, conquering them one after the other, one day at a time. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. There's stuff that's gonna happen that still is gonna scare you, and that's okay. If your dream has to scare you a little bit, you're still gonna. Yeah, I think fear is a good motivation too, but it's something that you shouldn't let immobilize you, and that's what we do. We let fear immobilize us. We go on pause because of fear. So what is that? Honestly, it's something to fear here right now. Everything is cool. Everything is peaceful. Everything is, so fear is really something that should go. We should not focus so much on that, but focus on the greatness. Focus on what we have to offer. Focus on what we have to offer each and every day. There's a lot to offer if you give yourself the chance to find it out. So start putting substance, some style, to have your own style. Don't be a copycat. Have your own style. It's important to have style. It's not just about the blah 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 or the have your own. It's important to build a living soul. That's what I'm saying. By having style, for me, is having a living soul, something living inside you, not something dead, and something with vibes, something with substance. It's got to be strong. That's how I see it. That's how you face the world, with being bold. You don't face the world in a cage. You don't face the world in your cage. You face the world by breaking free. Like, I want to live like a bird in the sky. That's how I want to live, friggin' free, and do whatever. So, for that, you got to cultivate that strength and that character, and that, it's especially the character. I think it's very important to, anyway, not listen too much to the noise also around you. It's a very noisy world. And sometimes people are negative, and they have anger. They have also problem managing that anger. Sometimes the people are going to burst out in anger, and it's so unconscious. That's not love. Love is not anger, is not even for the relationship with our close ones, sometimes we're going to be more arrogant and more impolite or something like that. Less respect for the people we live with than the people on the outside. That's how inverted it is too. Sometimes we're like that, and I'm sure many families, it's like that. It's not, I see it. We're very, very, we like to cause division. But why cause so much division? Just with sometimes we can be very, very nasty with our words. Why being like that? Why? Why not be appreciate love of the other person, appreciate love people? And you know, life is life, and I know it's full of freaking nonsense and all kinds of shit we have to do to survive. But it's life, and we're still here alive, and everything is. You know, you could not be here if you would be dead. You would not be here. So, you know, just to be alive for me to give thanks for life every day and be positive. I must be positive with life. What is that to be negative? I've never been really a guy that was negative in a way. I never took life in a negative way. I had my share of fucking shit in life, yeah, for sure. I still do. I still do, but today I take it. Today I downsize my consumption, so I'm not so much cut in this freaking stupid rat race. So I let that for other people, the rat race. I'm not. I know it's not for me anymore. I'm going back to my roots, going back to nature, going back to make sense of my life, and I just want to do what I have to do here. That's all it is. Very simple. It's life, but we make it complicated. We make that so complicated. Woo! Suzanne is here. She's alive and well. Greetings, good people. Yeah. We're all alive and well. That's the thing too, eh? We're all alive and well. But anyway, the mind, the brain is well. Might be the physics at one point might give up a bit, but as long as you have a good spirit, keep a good spirit, keep a good vibe flowing, a good vibe flowing. Me, I keep the good vibe flowing with, you know me, reggae music. That's how I keep my good vibe flowing with, you know, staying focused and empowering myself with good messages and to me, but not any reggae music. I go with what inspire me. You know, I want things that inspire me around me. I don't want things that, and that's all I want to have, things that inspire me. So when people are negative, I cannot really stay around because it's negative. So I'm not attracted by negative energy. I'm attracted by positive energy. That's what attracts me, is the energy in people, the positive energy in nature. All this attracts me very, very much because it's natural. I'm very, very positive. Even what I show here is nothing compared to how positive I am. And, you know, I'm very, very up for life, big time, up for any challenge, up for greatness. Yeah. But I got to start somewhere. I got to start working on myself, first of all. I know the steps required. Like I've been shown the way through different action that I took. I've been shown. I know my way. I know where I'm going with this. It's just I don't know how to make it happen. This is always and that's the mysterious part that we should embrace. You know, the magic that we should embrace. We forget to embrace the magic too. You know, life is very magical. It's magical. It's magical. It's totally magical. Look at nature. It's magical. It's everything is so well, like all organized well together. Like nothing is just separate. Like even the clams in the river needs the fish to reproduce, you know, so they attach to fishy. I found that out because I was on some river clams, some stuff in the river. They're like huge things. Sometimes it can be that big. There's a big white yucky thing inside. People eat that, I think. They eat the river clams too. I was finding so disgusting. Who can eat that? I would never eat that in my fucking life. Even in my state of eating meat, I would never eat something disgusting like that. Have you seen the fucking thing inside? It's disgusting. Seriously, it's nice. It's nature. It's divine. It's creation divine. But the thing inside, I would never eat that. I opened one and I was curious. I'm like, what is this? Like I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just a shell or something. No, I opened it. I'm like, hey, there's something alive in there. It's like some kind of mussel or clam. So, and there's a whole bunch in the river, you know, but they attach. I said, how do they get there? Like, I'm interested in that. How does a shell with a clam end up in the river? But that's where I found out the male release the sperm from the shell. It goes in the river. The female catch it with her siphon, and then she makes the eggs inside, release the eggs attach on the fishy, and but the eggs, not the eggs, but the eggs, l'egg qui a éclos, attach on the fishy, and then travels on the fish for a few weeks or a few days, and then drop to the river, and they become clam. Yeah. Fucking weird stuff. They metamorphose. You know, that's did you know that clams are the butterfly of the rivers and the seas? Because they metamorphose. That's what they do. They really metamorphose, and they make a big shell over, and it's really interesting. You go and touch them, and they kind of open and close, and they have control over their shells completely. That they're kind of attached inside. River clams. Yeah, interesting. I'm telling you. Look, I'm 44. I didn't even know what it was. I'm like, what is that thing? I knew it was some kind of mussel or at first, what did I say it was? But again, I was just looking to put a name. So that's why now today, when I see things, I'm not looking for so much names or explanation or stuff. So I was just looking at it and be amazed at the thing. But yeah, it was very, very nice to. And there's a whole bunch in the river. And yeah, the river clams. Yeah, I know. I didn't know that there was clams in the rivers, but yeah, exactly. Once you go out, when you go out and start putting your hands in dirt in the river, and but that's what we don't do. We're afraid, we're shy, like I say. But before that's it. It's the state of mind that we have. We're very shy with nature, shy with everything. So put your hands in dirt. It's good. Especially for gardening. Cindy knows that. Electric Cindy. Sorry, Electric Cindy. Yeah, so acknowledge what's going on. It's called life. It's called life. And rise up. This is what I just told myself. It's enough. It's just at one point I kind of had enough of that. That's what I was explaining yesterday. I'm trying to make a reflection. I'm reflecting a lot lately on that's it. Why this whole thing happened? Like what I'm trying to go back. To go back a bit in my memory and see the state of mind I had before and the state of mind, and there's certainly something happening. Like it's hard to put it in words what happened, but I'm sure you can feel it also. There's something deep happening, and that something deep happening inside, I think, is the moment where you start to really get to your heart and get to know who you are. And that's what I think happened to me. Now I'm starting to really accept who I am and what I came to do here, because we all been given some kind of we all have responsibilities, just we don't take them. We take them for our selfish stuff, but not for the world duty. Very few of us will start carrying the world on their shoulder because of what I told you. There's always something in Babylon coming to. Sam had an experience the other day. He goes and park his car at Tim Horton just to go next door to another store. He comes back, his car is gone. They towed his car in Montreal. They're psycho. You know what they do in Montreal? They pass the vacuum in the street. Okay, the street is not dirty. They're not freaking that dirty. The streets, they pass that freaking balayeuse every week. But you know why they do that? Because they want to give tickets to people, because they know people are stuck. Okay, they take people hostage. They know people are stuck with no parking in Montreal, and especially in the winter, it's even worse. And in the winter, it's chaotic. Montreal in the winter, it's totally big time chaos, and they take advantage of the people because they go there and they tow your car. If you're parked on the side of the street where they pass their vacuum stuff, there's signs you're not supposed to park, but there's no parking. Like, where do you want me to park my car? There's no parking. Okay, get a bike. Get a bike. That's the best solution. Get rid of the car, get a bike. That's what Sam's going to do. So I told him, get rid of your car, get a bike, travel by bus. Never mind the car in Montreal. But for people that have them, they take advantage of them. They're going to go and tow them and bring them to the fourrière. And crazy that the system is there to really, for sure, suck our blood, suck the blood of the sufferers, and the blood is not literally the blood that they, yeah, you might get your blood sucked in if you give it to them, but the blood that they're gonna suck from you is your money, is your everything that you need to survive. They're gonna suck it from you. So it's a crazy world. So for sure we gotta stay very, very aware of this, very grounded, and that's why it's important to really stay focused and keep our positivity, because there's all kinds of stuff like this happening every day, everywhere, to everyone. I have stuff happen to me almost, not every day, because I have a style of life that's I'm very, very focused. I don't get involved with the Babylonian. Me, in a way, if there's ever anything, I don't get involved with them. I listen to you live and direct. H2 is here. Hold on, let me read your stuff. H2, my bro. I listen to you live and direct through a speaker in my backpack. I'm in H2's backpack, people, while riding bicycle on my way to work. Today I gotta add a connection, though. Also, still waiting for Truman's episode 161. I know I'm about to release it soon, or Arthur's gonna send it to me, because I have problem editing it. I don't have a software to edit the video, and I have to cut a little bit in it, the part where he was, I think, insulting someone. So he wants me to take that out, but I don't have the software to do it. I tried with what I'm gonna do, I think, hold on, I just had an idea. I'm gonna send it with my email to my laptop here, and I think on my laptop I should have something to fix it, or I'll send it to Sam to fix it for me. But I know, and it was a good one too, and it was a good one. Don't wake the baby, let him sleep. Okay, it's due. I'll take care of it. Keep riding, keep riding. I'm in the backpack. That's great. Thanks for listening. It's due. I know you're a regular. Yeah. So yeah, so self-realization. Yeah, self-realization. You know, getting a what do you first I've heard I've got to open my eyes down by the river. Ha! First time you heard that? Yeah, open your eyes in the river, and they're in any river. Any river, you're going to find clams, river clams. They're in almost any river. Where you go where there's a stream, okay, you got to go where there's a little stream, and not deep and end in the river. But even there, you could probably find some inside the clay, inside the clay or the dirt at the bottom of the river. But usually they stay where it's shallow water, where there's a stream of water. Like in my river where I go, that's all there is. There's always a little un petit courant d'eau. And anyway, you go there, and they're going to be all around, and the snails too, and all kinds of stuff. That's where they reproduce. I didn't look at it. I saw them the other day. I'm there every day. The other day, I'm starting to look on the ground in the river, and I see all kinds of little snails. Little snails all in a row, and the big mama was on the side, and the big papa, and they were having fun. The whole family was there, and they must have put out like 25, 40 snails together. But yeah, they like, it's really, really interesting to see, for seeing, not just look. Like even the points in the leaves, the points. Look at the points in nature. It's points everywhere. Why is there so many points? Maybe they exchange something with the cosmos. You know, with the ground, the cosmos, all this makes the sap rise. You know, research on that. It's interesting once we open our eyes to life, what we can just realize. Not only self-realization is important, but also realize about nature. Open your eyes to nature, and out and look at nature. Like just sit in nature and just look around everywhere. For just mid-state, go mid-state, and that's what I do when I go to the chilling spot. It's a mid-station time, reflection. Me, I like to mid-state with my GoPro. That's my way to mid-state. I go mid-state with the GoPro, and I talk to myself, and I activate that muscle up there. I want to activate it. You know, I want to activate the thing. So I get a action, activate action. So I am going to action. I don't know what the heck I'm doing, honestly. I know where I'm going, what I'm doing. Yeah, I have an idea what I'm doing, but I mean, it's not because I have a big, major plan. No, I have a dream. Yeah, I have goals, but I take also action every day, and that's what I want to focus on. Just that. Just that. Just action every day. Be positive every day. Not fall into negativity of Babylon and all the stress and all the sorrows and the nonsense that we can be afflicted by, and just keep a positive state of mind. Go in nature a lot. I'm trying to really go in the outside the most possible, especially now. It's super nice. Like it's beautiful outside. It's gonna be plus 40 today. So what else do you want? So I'm going on the side of the river. Bring my dragon fruit. Bring my grapes. Bring my stuff. My books. My GoPro. 3 batteries. Two memory card. I should be good to film a good 25 movies today. Easy. I'm at like 15 pages in advance. There's so many videos on that channel because I'm a machine. I'm a machine. You know, some singer are dub plate machine like King Lorenzo. He's a dub plate machine. Me, I'm a video machine. But it's not because I want to post them all on YouTube. It's just because I need to release that energy. You know, if I have 14 pages in advance, it's not because I'm looking to always post video. It's because I am looking to release that energy to really after bring more energy. You know, if I release that energy, I'm going to bring in more. The more I give, the more I will receive. That's how we get to think. You know, it's not ask and you will receive. It's give and you will receive. Never mind asking. Give. Help people. Help anybody you can see. Give an apple to a stranger. Give him a peach. Bring food in your backpack. It's due next time you go to work. And on the way, give an apple to a guy, a woman, or a homeless, or, you know, we can all do that. And just these little acts of random kindness will make us feel so good. Not because we boost our ego, but because we are showing love. And you don't need the people doesn't need to thank you and all that. It's not about boosting your ego, but it's about, that's what I do often. Like I always bring fruit, and when I leave, or when if people show up, I give them, I share with them what I have. It's important to share. Sharing is caring. So share. That's how I see it. It's about giving. It's about giving. I shall receive. I have received anyway. I'm very, I give thanks for the life I live, for sure. I'm very, very, I embrace the pain. The pain is the motivator. The pain is the motivator, and I keep it that way. You know, I keep my focus on the prize, on my eyes on the prize, my eyes wide open. My eyes wide open to life. This is very important. Keep saying yes to life. Keep your eyes open to life. Keep questioning things. Question your question you. You're gonna find you in there. You know, quest, iron, question. You're gonna find yourself. You know, that's how I found myself, by keeping a focus, and I got really in touch with what I had to do here, and after you just keep on keeping on. You know, success doesn't belong only to those who are strong and have a silver spoon in their mouth, and their parents give them $1 million to live their dream. Success doesn't happen to these people only. It happens to people who keep on keeping on. And these people, these are the ones that gonna sustain the thing the longer. Because if you're able to crawl through shit to get to where you want to go, you're gonna sustain the freaking thing after. You know, you're not getting. So having everything given to you in life, I don't think it's a very good thing. I think you must experience life, crawl through shit a bit to get to where you want to go, because that's going to build a very strong character. Very strong character. You know, I fucking did everything in life to build that strength. I even begged in the street in Vancouver. I was so stuck. I had no money. I had to beg in the street. You know, I did everything. I was homeless. That's why I don't give a fuck about anything. I've been homeless in Vancouver. I was so much in fucking shit. I had to go to food banks to eat, and I was eating tomato rice for 30 days. I was so sick of it. But this is good. I embrace so much that trip that I did there. That trip that I did in Vancouver when I was young, 19, 20 years old, was a huge factor in my life, a huge factor in my growth, because this is where I learned English also. I learned English in Vancouver. Don't forget that. I am coming from Quebec. I live in Quebec. Ça parle français, ici. Ça parle français au Québec. Fait que, tu sais, ça parle anglais aussi, là. I met a girl that speaks English, so that helps a lot also. But mainly it's French. Là. Where I come from, Trois-Rivières, il n'y a pas bien d'anglais là, là. La plupart, c'est tout français. Puis, fait que, tu sais, fait que I had to go to Vancouver to learn English. That was a great, great experience. And that built a lot of strength because I was alone for 1 year. I was with my friend, and then a year after, they all left, and I decided to stay because I wanted to stretch more. I said I really have to learn English properly, and being around French people, most of the time we speak French, so it's not really helping me. So I gotta be with people that speak only English. I gotta be immersed in English and only have friends that speak only English. So all I have to do all the time is speak English. So from that time, I took an exponential leap and learning it very, very fast because what's hard to catch for us, it's the accent. It's just the accent. To catch the English accent and other stuff that comes naturally, but it's mostly the accent and the pronunciation of the words. And it's just to get that accent going. That's all it is because the words are always all the same. Accent, proposition, proposition. It's almost all the same words. I'm telling you. French and English are very, very similar, but easier to use English to write, to speak, to it's but I love the French also. I embrace both. You know, by embrace, it's more programming. Should I embrace that? But it's the way that we have to communicate for sure. I speak. I'm glad that I speak both. I'm very glad that I took that decision, that challenge in my life that brought me to expand at one point, to expand, also to challenge myself. You know, we left Vancouver hitchhiking. I had like not even $10 on me. I had nothing. I had a backpack. I was going to Kelowna, but I didn't notice that we had the Rocky Mountain to cross, and we were hitchhiking. So I got stuck in the Rocky Mountain, fucking freezing my ass on top of the mountain, waiting for someone to pick us up with my friend Piton on the side of the road. I remember that. And we got to Kelowna, and then we have no money. We have no place to go. We're stuck sleeping in a shack in the mountain on cedar branches because we have no sleeping bag, nothing. I was wild. I was doing an experience. I was experiencing life and stretching. I always loved that. I always loved to put myself a bit uncomfortable. And I knew that was going to make me find a way, figure it out. You know, I always love to figure things out. So I said, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out once we get there. We'll find work. We'll pick cherries or we'll pick fruit and we'll figure it out. But that's what we don't do. We don't like to figure things out. We like to have everything defined. And so we have to figure things out. We have to stretch, have experience. And that makes you grow. I met a guy there, Guy Giuliano. I think I've told you that story here before. Met that guy, Guy Giuliano. I still remember his name today. He offered us his trailer. He came and meet us in the mountain. He saw us, the three guys, sleeping on fucking cedar branches in the shack. He said, come out of there. He said, I'll give you my trailer in my yard. And we stayed there for like a week. So there's always good people around and willing to help you, willing to, you know, if you're nice with people, they're going to be nice with you. And if you're arrogant, they're going to be arrogant. That's what I found out. But there's only good-hearted people, people with love in their heart, and it's just, I think we just don't, we talk about it a lot, we talk about love, but we talk about conditional love, so, you know, it's more unconditional. The love is something flowing, unconditional, and bonjour, le clown est dans la place, watch out, ego is edging God's out, yeah. I was saying that for a while, ego is edging God's out. I've been saying that thing before. That's weird. Good synchronicity. God is God in change of it all. God is in charge of it all. But you see, Red Rose, this is where, yeah, God is in charge of it all. Okay, but God, to me, God, the force, the divinity, I'm going to tell you the way I see it, is in charge of nature, of making sure that nature accomplishes the sacred mission, to make sure that he brings life to this plane. Okay? That's his job, I think, to bring life here, to make sure there's life. But who's in charge? It's us. Yes, If God would be in charge, he would have come and solved the problem here much before. So that's why to give responsibility to God to fix the fucking bullshit that's going on here, in my opinion, it's wrong. We have to take responsibility. It's up to us. We should not wait for God to come down and fix shit here. It's up to us to take responsibility. You, me, take responsibility for our life and make a change. This is how we take charge. Because we're here to take charge. Who else? Who else is here? Other than us, men and women, living men and women. I'm not talking about the dead souls. They'll wake up when they wake up. But man and woman living here with living soul. We're here to make a change. Maybe we've been selected amongst the sleeping ones, maybe, but we're here to create something for sure. And it's not by waiting for God to say God is in charge. I don't think God is in charge of life, of putting life here, but you're in charge of your life. You can do whatever you want with your life. You are in charge. And that's what we have to realize, that we are. And you don't have to live large to feel like the man in charge. You don't have to live large to feel like the man in charge. But you are the man and woman in charge. But that's what I think we avoid that responsibility. We say, oh, God will take care of shit. That's what we do. I'm sorry, but that's my opinion. That's why I'm here, to make a change. Not waiting for God. I'm not waiting for God anymore, waiting for anybody. This is up to us right here, right now, to stand up for our conviction, not what we believe in, what we know to be true. What we know to be true. We stand up for it. We speak our heart. Let the meditation of your heart be the words from your mouth. This is what you hear here. I'm just telling you what I think, but that's my opinion. If we wait for God, we're going to wait forever. We're going to wait forever. That's what's been happening. People been waiting for God to come down. That's why they have religions and all kinds of freaking nonsense. Because they want God to come down to fix shit. I don't think it's going to happen this way. I'm sorry, but he would have come down a long time before to see the slaughtering of not only animals, but slaughtering of humans, that bloodshed that's happening here. Don't you think God would have come down? So who is God? Who is God? Maybe that God's inside each and every one of us. And that's up to us to take responsibility for our life, to stop giving up our power, to stop giving away our responsibility and take it and face it. That's how I think things are going to change. If we start voicing our voice and not only let our thoughts be manifested in a very, very pure and sincere way and with integrity, and that will manifest the divine. That's what I think. But you don't have to agree with me. Don't have to agree with me. I'm just telling you what I think. Bozo, yes. It's the no mercy shown to mercy given God. Oh, Janik, it's in the past. Thank good God, right? It's wonderful up there. Good godly people are like angels. Yeah, exact. That's what I think. But I remain very humble with that. But I just think we have a responsibility here. And that's just what I'm taking. I'm taking my responsibility, ownership for my life. I don't see myself as an angel. I don't see myself as a messenger. I see myself like you, and I'm just taking responsibility. I'm doing something natural here. It's natural to do this. Taking ownership for my life. So I don't put myself on any pedestal or any angels or any stuff like that. I'm in flesh. I'm right here and now. I'm a living man, living soul. And that's it. Babylon, watch out. I'm coming. You freaking wicked people. You wicked people coming. Stay far from my vibe. Stay far from my fire or you burn your soul. Yeah, you're gonna burn your soul. Stay far from my fire. Evil people. You better move. Because I'm coming. Yeah. There's lots of crocodiles. I call them crocodiles, evil people. The people with bad minds. People with bad minds, they're crocodiles, they're evils, it's all the same. To me, it's all the same. I was talking to a friend last night. He was sharing about his 8-year-old daughter, 3rd grade. She said to him, Baba, why are we killing the earth? If we don't do something, all of us will have no home. That's why it's time for us to wake up. But children see it before adults were in a maze. We're in a maze. We enter the maze at like when we start working like madmen and women. We enter the maze of Babylon, and if you have nothing coming to shake you, especially when you start having children, you're very, very busy. The children, the school, the all the nonsense that keeps your mind busy. You might never wake up. You might never wake up. But some at one point have enough. I had enough. But I was on the path of discovering something, discovering who I was. But yeah, Babylon is a witch. Evil they are. Wicked people. That's it. Fire burn Babylon. Burn Babylon. But it's us. Truth burns. That's what it is. When we say burn down Babylon, it's because the truth burns. It doesn't hurt. It burns. Yeah, it's going to burn you, and you're going to feel the pain. But truth is very liberator also. Very liberator to get to know who you are. Hello. You're no more in the prison of the mind. You have a free mind. You think for yourself. You don't give a shit what people think. You just go fly like a bird. So you have to break that cage, that little cage that the bird is in, and start flying like a bird. That's what I want to do. Fly like a little birdie. That's why I like to go on the side of the river. There's lots of birdie, and I look at them, and I'm like, I want to be free like a bird in the sky. So I'm doing the work to free my mind, because that's how you get free like a bird in the sky. You can be free like a bird in the sky. For sure, you're not going to start flying. I don't think so. But you can if you want. You can jump out of an airplane and act like you fly. You can fly like a bird in the sky. But you can have a free mind. I think the free mind is one of the most important thing to protect and to acquire in your life, is to have a free mind and just think for yourself. It's much more empowering anyway. I find a lot more power in thinking for myself and building up strength too. Like, A2, you're right. Out of the mouths of babes come truth. Fire burn them, wicked them people. Babylon's a witch. Vampires. They're vampires. They're going to suck your blood. If you let them suck your blood, they'll suck everything. They'll suck in your soul. They'll suck in your soul. If you put it on the altar of Babylon, it's gone. It's gone. I'm telling you, I experienced it. I just came back to life. I'm alive. It's like I came back to life. That's how I feel. I feel reborn. That's what I told Sam. I was beside him yesterday, 20 years old. I said, Sam, I feel same age as you. I said, I feel younger than ever before. Like, I think that the more advanced in age, the younger I feel. It's fucked up, but that's what it is. That's all. So you want la fontaine de jouvence. Fontaine de jouvence, tout le monde parle de ça. How to get younger, and everybody wants to get younger. They want to look younger. The woman wants to look younger. They get surgeries. You want to feel younger. You know, you're fed up feeling old. And many people complain. They complain. That's all they do. They complain, but they do nothing. Stop complaining. Go into action. You're going to feel younger. I'm telling you. Go after your dream. Change. Change. Is this just a dream, changer, or we're really going to change? Huh? That's it. And it's good. Change is good. Change is very positive. Very positive will bring you all other if you change in a negative way, but if you change for better, hey, come on. So, that's it. We don't belong to this earth. We don't belong to this earth. I was always under the impression that I belong here. The earth doesn't belong to me. The earth doesn't belong to me, but I belong to the earth, just like the tree, just like the river, just like the fishy, just like I belong to the earth. That's my place here. That's my paradise. That's where life exists. That's where all the good stuff is. So yeah, I belong to the earth. Big time. Big time. I feel like I belong, but this is the sense also of belonging that we have to, I think, bring back. I don't know bozo, but that's my opinion. But I really belong here. I really feel like when I was younger, I used to say mon royaume n'est pas de ce monde. Je disais tout le temps ça à ma mère. Mon royaume n'est pas de ce monde. Mon royaume n'est pas de ce monde. But today that I found myself, I found back who I was. My kingdom is here, right here with you guys, with all my brothers and sisters and all the stuff that surrounds me. This is where I am right now, and this is where I intend to stay. I don't intend to expel myself in the middle of the earth or anything like that. I'm right here, right now, with my brothers and sisters, trying to find our way out of Babylon. But I belong here, for sure. Big, big time, especially here. Especially here with you. That's the place I belong the most. So the sense of belonging is very important. But I think we lose that because of the fucking nonsense of society, all affecting us each and every day. We lose that sense of belonging. We lose that sense of appartenance. Là. Le sentiment d'appartenance. C'est important. Là. Moi, en tout cas, j'appartiens à la terre, j'appartiens à tout ce qui m'entoure, je fais partie de tout, je fais partie de l'arbre, je fais partie des rivières. Tu sais, je suis un tout. Là. That's how I see myself, but that's just me. Là. That's just me. I want to stand and scream, stop sometimes, stop killing. Yeah, but feeling enough pain already, I want to walk on air. Yeah, that would be good. Walking on air. Yeah, that would minimize the pain a lot. Walking on air, but I think we can levitate. Maybe if you elevate enough, like I said yesterday, if you elevate your vibes enough, at one point you're going to levitate, you're going to walk on air, and you're going to be pain-free. I think that's the way to get it. That's the way to get to be pain-free is really to elevate constantly until you levitate. Then you walk on air. It's like you walk on the, and then it's like there's no more pain. You don't feel it anymore because you're levitating with positivity. That's how I think I'm going to get there. I don't know if it's the ultimate way, but that's how I feel. But anyway, I'm letting you go. Bozo le Clown, Red Rose, Suzanne, everyone. Big up. Electric Cindy. Mandy. Hi, I'll just tune in. The cup of tea. Smoking, that's my bud substance. Yeah, put some substance in your cup too. Some good weed. It's good to put some weed instead of alcohol. You know, put some weed in instead of alcohol in your cup. Put some tea weed or cannabis tea or something like that. Anything you can do with cannabis is good to me. That's to me I have no problem with it. I accept it very well. I accept it very well. You can sit me with a pound of weed beside me and I have no problem. I'll go through it. I'll go through it and I'll keep my inspiration. I'll be still here. I'll be laughing a lot. And that's good because I want to have fun in life. I want to be on a high vibe. So I like to smoke marijuana because it really brings me in a higher state of mind than this low vibration world. You know, the world is very low vibration. When I smoke cannabis, I get on a higher vibe. You know, it's vibrant. It brings me like, I open my eyes and I'm vital again. And it's like, not that I need this to smile to life. I smile to life naturally. There's morning I come here and I didn't even smoke because I know if I smoke, I'm going to cough like crazy coming here. So I don't smoke. I wait a bit, you know. I cough like crazy. I'm going to cough. Like sometime if you hear me choke in my video, it's because I just smoke a joint. It's not really good for me. I should stop it. I should just vape. But, you know, I'm getting there. I'm getting to clean the negative stuff that's not supporting me. I know smoking joint is not supporting me. I'm very, very conscious of it. I should vape. I should eat it. Do stuff like that with it. I want to minimize the smoking because also I cough a lot when I smoke. Sometimes I fucking choke. So, yeah, I am conscious of it. But I'm working on it. I've been like all of you into this habit probably of smoking joints and stuff. So, you know, to do the transition to completely just vape. Whoa, I'm not so ready for that. It's a transition. It's a transition. It's like changing. It's like changing your habits, changing your evil ways. It's a transition. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Acknowledge what's going on. It's called life. Start making change day by day, day by day. And at the end, you're going to have to make a big, big change. Janik. Oh, okay. That's the same message as before. So anyway, that's it. On en reparlera. LOL, for sure. Peace, peoples. Live up, love up, light up. I love cannabis. I love cannabis too, my friend. That's my number one girl. My number one girl is marijuana. Oh yeah, that's my lady. That's my lady. That's where I go when I need some upliftment, some. And me, like I said, I get it, the mid-skull one, so it's even. You get all kinds de. Med Relief, là, check this out, Bozo, là, t'es au Canada, toi ici, là, tu peux avoir ça, là. Délivré chez vous, par la poste. Yeah, yeah. It's a bit expensive, though, that's the thing with them. It's good to have mid-skull marijuana, but you gotta pay for it. If you don't have an insurance company paying for it, I hope you have a good job. I hope you have a good job, because it's going to be very, very costly. That's the only bad thing with it that I don't like. That if I can give you my feedback on this, it's just very costly. Very costly. It can be $1,000 a month easy, and that's just 60 grams. I've had order that I ordered, like my total quantity, the 60 grams. Now I'm even up to 90 grams per month. I'm prescribed 90 grams per 3 grams a day. They tell me I should smoke 3 grams a day. The doctor tell me I should smoke 3 grams a day of cannabis. Sometimes I don't, because it's kind of a bit a lot, 3 grams. But I can do it. I can do it in like a fucking morning, 3 grams. It's pas un gros problème. But yeah, it's very expensive. That's the thing. That's the only bad thing about legalizing this whole thing and making it like it's not very accessible. It's you have stuff at $2. Here, this one here. You get this Solveris thing at $2.50 a gram. That's cheap, but still, it's just trimming. It's just the trimming. Like you get something like, and it's very here. Look like this Cerebri here. That's like 5 grams for like $70. It makes no sense. So it's very expensive. It's very it's a ripoff, I think. It's really taking advantage of people, of sick people, of patients. They're taking advantage of us. They want the rich to get richer and the poor to get poorer, so they come and suck our money and suck. We're all need that medicine. It's a need, that medicine. For me, I need it to for my inflammation. But system is what it is. It's a shit stem. So, do they have? Hold on. Get up a bit. What are you saying? Do they have prescription coverage in Canada? Yeah, yeah. You have to show me how. Yeah. You and Kevin and your girls. Oh yeah, that's my number one girl. Marijuana is my number one girl. Oh yeah, it's my lady. It's my lady. Oh yeah. Oh no, me. I always love cannabis too. I never been a guy on alcohol so much. And even when my friends were going out and all that, having fun with booze and stuff, I wasn't really into this. I was just following them, drinking beer with them to say I was following. But my thing always been marijuana, always been cannabis. I don't like to call it marijuana. It's more cannabis. The real name is cannabis. Let's call it for his real name. But by the real name, again, it's just a name. It's a plant. It's something we should use. It's there, again, name, defined. But anyway, we know how to recognize it. We recognize, but we don't recognize me by my name. We recognize me by my face. So you don't recognize people by name. So why name? No, so you recognize me by my face. That's it. Anyway, so yeah, cannabis is accessible for sure. It's there's a little process, like I say, if you're in Michigan, Suzanne, but here in Quebec and Canada, it's a pretty easy process. You get in touch with Santé Cannabis, you get a doctor to prescribe it for you. First of all, you gotta have a medical condition. First of all, like chronic pain or whatever it is, the condition, anxiety, they will give it to pretty much every condition you have. It's good for many, many things, cannabis. It's going to put a smile on your face if you're in pain, too. Like if you're in heavy pain, smoke some joint. hey, you're gonna see, you're gonna have a smile on your face. There's good stuff in there, that 27% pH. It's gonna knock you down. And believe me, the pain will be a lot less. And your brain, because the pain starts a lot in our brain. Yeah, it's physical too, but it starts somewhere. It has a seat. The pain has a seat to spurt from. So often it's from from the injury, from the site of the injury, but it goes to our head also when we let ourselves we're more down where we're in pain, where our vibration are not so high. So to keep marijuana, like that cannabis, is very, very, very beneficial. It's going to put a smile on your face, going to help you to bring back a bit of quality of life too. If you're like, if it's not your thing, like if it's just to buzz or to sit on your couch, and I don't advise you smoke cannabis. If it stops you from functioning in life, don't use it. Don't use anything that doesn't support you. But if it's supporting you, there's no video I've done here that I didn't smoke before. None, a single one of my video on YouTube. There's not a single day that I woke up in the morning with that. So hello, it's my natural state. At one point, you get also to. It becomes you. The plant becomes you. You're not no more in fear of what kind of buzz you're gonna have, or afraid if you're not going to come back from that bum, I'm going to be too buzzed out. I'm never in fear of being too buzzed out on cannabis. Cannabis never killed anybody, and there's no place where I'm going to go I can come back. So it's just fear that people have to use it. They have fear. And when you're in fear of using cannabis, for sure, if you use it, you're going to probably bad trip because you haven't accepted yourself. If you accept who you are, if you accept your whole self, and you're just on the side of all these substances will not put you into another state. You will stay the same. You will just be very in acceptance of the present moment and go along with the effect that it gives you. Me, it never. Anyway, for me, go in the street, 28 gram for purple kush. Yeah, here it's about an ounce for $160. That's probably what we pay here. That's the price around here too. I can get it cheaper, but sometimes it's it's about that. Blue Dream here. Puff Puff, Sativa vibe. Sativa is the best. Sativa, if you ask me, Sativa is the best. That's what I prefer. I like to be energized with cannabis. Not Indica is good for nighttime, but I like Sativa. Even for nighttime, I like Sativa better. Any strain that is Sativa for me is prioritized for sure. And Blue Dream is amazing. I love the taste of that weed. Me also, the weed is a lot for the taste. You get to a point like my age. I've been smoking cannabis for 30 years. 30 years I've been smoking cannabis, so I smoke it a lot for the taste. It's a lot for the taste, and you want to have something good and something that, it's, you don't want to be more down. You want to be more up. So I don't know. It's my thing anyways. It doesn't have to be your thing. Bozo, right. We are not of this world. I don't relate to the nonsense, stupidness anymore. Yeah, in that sense, I don't relate to it either, but I don't think there's any other world, any other place that I can go or end up or coming from or belonging, or I relate a lot to everything that is in nature. It's just not really stuck in that. I'm stuck in the overlay like all of you. I'm stuck in the system, but I try to take it out my mind and just move up, rise above on that upper layer that I was talking to you, where all the good vibes are. So he's out, and he will be back another now. It was a pleasure again today. Always a pleasure to be with you, share these divine moments, and appreciate love your presence for sure, because you're all here with full presence and power. I can sense it, and I don't understand the names. Blue Widow. I'm smoking now. Strong. Blue Widow, I heard that. Yeah, that's cheap. 150 an ounce dispensary charge. 250 and up. Wow. 250 and up. That's what I'm telling you. It's crazy, the price. It's like, come on. An ounce of weed should go for like $100. Big Max. Here in Canada, $100. Big Max, $100. The guy makes his money. Come on. $100, $125, Big Macs. Huh? They are hybrids, cross trains. Yeah, that's another thing too. You will get a lot of hybrids, a lot of cross trains, a lot of. Yeah, me I like this. Me I really like this one here. That's a CBD strain, Vidikel, and that's only CBD, and therefore that's another thing that pretty much unknown from people is the one with the CBD. People are on know about the THC. THC, we all been told about the THC, but there's also the CBD molecule in there that's very good for inflammation and all kinds of stuff, epilepsy, and that's how they stop the people from having epilepsy crisis and stuff. Yeah, we should. The weed should be free. The weed should be free. We shouldn't even legalize it. That's stupid. That whole thing, Babylon, is illusion anyway. That's all fantasy. When we start talking about Babylon and their madness, it's all fantasy. All the whole thing. The whole thing is like the moment you start just talking about Babylon is fantasy. The whole world is gone. It's totally insane, lost in the dream of hell and. Anyway, we have left that state. We have left that state. We have seen it. We have seen it. I've seen it. You've seen it. The dream of hell. And now it's just building day by day the dream of life. That's what we're here for. So it's that bad, cross-train. It's not that bad. It's not bad. CBD painkiller. Yeah, painkiller. Inflammation. Very good for inflammation. Me, I like it for the inflammation. I prefer the oils also. I like the... Me, I really like the edible stuff because it's very potent. It's more potent when you eat it. It lasts longer too, and you don't have to carry anything. Like I don't have to carry my joints, and like it's just the oil in the morning and the middle of the day and at night, and that's good. There's many ways to consume cannabis for sure. Explore it, check it out. It's for sure better than alcohol. If you need a clutch, if you need something to release your stress from Babylon, I suggest you use cannabis much more than alcohol. You'll keep your thoughts and your focus. At least you're going to be more focused. You're going to be even more focused. I'm more focused smoking cannabis than I'm a better driver if I drive stoned than if I drive, but not too stoned, but if I drive under the influence a little bit of marijuana, I'm a better driver than if I'm, because I get anger a bit, a road rage. I get road rage a bit sometimes at stupid people. Like me, I'm very fucking fiery. So for sure on the road, but I try to control my anger management. Yeah. All I have is herb for this arthritis. Ooh-wee. So, guys, I'm letting you go, and I'll be back another now. Have a great day and a very uplifting day. It's about upliftment and progress and staying true to ourselves. So, rise and shine. That's the way. Peace out. I love you all. See you later.